Hello everyone! It's been a while. I'm Masaya Matsukaze and I played Ryo Hazuki in Shenmue. When I first met him, it was at a top-secret audition that I got my way into. Yu-san and a row of staff members were lined up there and we got interviewed. Not to be rude, but I didn't know who Yu Suzuki was at the time. Of course I'd been to arcades though. So Yu-san asked me for the first time, "Do you know who I am?" with his usual smile. I said, "I'm sorry, I don't." And the others with me at the audition actually started shaking. And the next person who was asked the same thing was like, "Of course, you're the Yu Suzuki, right?" And I thought, I'm blowing it. But eventually we also got into talking about Virtua Fighter. Yu-san asked me, "Do you play games at all?" And I didn't know that Yu-san had made that game, so at the time, one-on-one fighting games were popular, but those always got to me, because players would jump in and I'd lose. And it'd be, "You lose" or "lose" on my screen. And I couldn't stand that. And I said I'd always get angry and be like, "Who beat me now?" And Yu-san just smiled real big and was like, "Nice." Well, really? But when I think back, I'm sure there were lots of other people that knew it and loved it much more than me, but in the end, Yu-san chose me. So instead of someone who was really into the game, Yu-san decided to select people that would get easily worked up by playing it. Most people would rather choose people that are big fans of their games, you know? But Yu-san's someone who doesn't do any of that. That's my impression of him even now. He's just really cool. A different kind of adult. It's been a long time since I first met him, but I haven't met anyone like him. No, never anyone quite like Yu-san. Also, I was in my 20s at the time, and meeting Yu-san was really, well, let's just say I caused him a lot of pain. But I learned a lot from him too. I thought, a man with passion like this that has the power to move people still exists. People like him that can come up and create ideas that no one else can. I think that's pretty amazing. There was a time I got the chance to go eat with Yu-san, and he told me that the whole world asked him the same thing. About Shenmue. Everyone's like, "Shenmue, Shenmue." And so we were in an area in Tokyo, secretly working on production for a long time. Well, for Yu-san, it's much longer if you include the project planning. He said the work we do really does make it around the world, especially since Yu-san gets invited to all sorts of events everywhere. He's been told by people from all different places, countries, and ages. At the time, we were in such a closed-off place we couldn't realize it back then. The reality of creating something for the world like that has really hit me now. So when it was decided to relaunch, I was so moved I could have cried. Yu-san mentions about how the Shenmue gamers he meets now, even after all this time, give him all kinds of comments like, "I loved it, and it changed my life. My life turned out this way because you made Shenmue." So when we were eating there together, he says that maybe we shouldn't release something that isn't perfect. I mean, that's true. It is still one of the world's firsts, something only he could do. What Shenmue is has kind of already been established. So there were times when he thought it might be better left as is, if it had to be released in some odd way. But after talking to all the fans, he says, this can't go down unreleased. He started to feel that there's no way that he could say no to all of these people. Even if it's not perfect, I'm sure everyone will understand, he says. And this means a huge range of people for Yu-san. Why Yu-san decided to do this now was because of those Shenmue players. I've been to the AM2 Summer Festival too, and everyone there is so warm and just love it. To think he was touched like that and acted on it gave me chills. So, this is really like a miracle for me too, that I could be saying this right now. More than anyone, I'm excited for this. It's like a dream, a miracle. It really feels like deja vu, but all I can say at this point is that this Shenmue being brought back now will definitely be the world's best. I hope that you'll all look forward to it and enjoy it with us together to the end.